Hey guys, Dan from Trading with Dan here. Hope you are all well. So yeah, there isn't much for me to report here today. But I'm still going to do a video anyway. The DMT trade was it's still looking for that buy entry, which we obviously haven't really got that close to. I mean, we did, but to be honest, we came quite close here. In fact, actually, that is very close. That's only about $30 odd. So it obviously would have had to broke that and stayed above there for the next candle close for us to enter a trade. And obviously it was just a wick anyway. So really that would have never ever opened a trade. So really the highest we got, like actually in a parameter that would have opened a trade, was 9,650. So yeah, so yeah, it's a great DMT sell if you were still holding that position. As you guys know, the 3 commas bot that we use, that I use, that some of you guys use, we can't do a partial take profit, sadly, which is a bit ridiculous. I think needs to be sorted out, because it would greatly enhance our trading, our profit taking capabilities. So yeah, that being said, just gotta wait for the next trade now. And yep, so if we go over to the Ethereum chart also, I mean, you can see we did get the sell, heavily in profit, the traders, but obviously, I mean, you can see the volatility of Ethereum. It's it's a bit of a nightmare to trade with DMT. Sorry, bit of a sore throat there. Yeah, so on the 25-minute DMT, where we are going to be, sorry, the 25-minute chart, where we're going to be using the Dominator, as you can see, not even getting close to a buy yet, and we're actually increasing the sell, so we're becoming a stronger into the sell zone. So we expect more of this to go before we're going to potentially get a buy signal. But yeah, so back over to the Bitcoin chart. So you can see we'll go over to a we'll go to 12-hour chart. No, we'll go to 4-hour chart. Let's see what we've got going on here in the bigger time frame. So yeah, you can see we are basically getting down to potentially looking at the high 9,000s. As a first step, but we could definitely still find support here. This whole zone is an area of a lot of previous price action, so it's definitely an area that could at least hold up the sell-off in Bitcoin. But it's not necessarily going to. But we are still, you can see we're still in a buy trade here on the 4-hour chart with the DMT, but we're actually in a sell though, if you want to see, in the 4-hour sell here. So we've got a bullish there but bearish there. But anyway, my main point was just to point out these horizontal levels. So yeah, one thing I did want to show you guys, if we would like to have a look over here at the S&P. So here's the S&P. So today, 25th, today this is basically the start of today. So if we take our measuring tool, the S&P is down today about so that's over 4%. And don't forget, this is stock markets that don't go down. I don't know if you guys did get the memo, but yeah, these things only go up. Look, if I show you on a daily, pretty much only go up. But this is an extremely significant sell-off. Sorry about those alerts. This is an extremely significant sell-off. I mean, these were sell-offs. I mean, we've had some biggish sell-offs. I mean, the biggest one recently obviously was this one here, when the when basically the Fed weren't going to cut rates, and then decided that they were planning 3 rate hikes or something, and then or 2 rate hikes, and ended up doing 3 rate cuts so far. So yeah, that was JP Morgan forcing the market by playing around in the repo market. But yeah, so you can see that was a significant retrace. But yeah, this is obviously not as bad as that, but it is basically bigger than any other retracement other than this, and I think it's basically the biggest one day. So one thing I did want to show you guys was, yeah, we saw that was 4%, and if we go over to crypto market cap here, coin market cap, sorry, crypto market cap, you can see Bitcoin's only down 3%. So Bitcoin is not doing as bad as the stock market, which is all of the propped up by financial fakery, share buybacks, Feddies and easy money, buy only accounts, etc., etc. And Bitcoin's just there trading on its own today. We're only down 3%. So I thought that was an interesting point. Yeah, so let's look at Tesla as well, see how good old Tesla's doing. You just go to here, Tesla holding up well as well, though, to be honest. Tesla not doing, I mean, if you look at this overall, we're on a daily here, but if we look at an hourly trend, I mean, you can see where we are from our high there. We peaked, we got nearly there again. And one thing I did want to say though is, does this Tesla chart not remind you a bit of the Bitcoin parabolic run we had towards the end of 2017? Because it definitely looks like it to me. Lower high here, another attempt to get there, not making the top, failing. So we could maybe expect another bit of a push up, maybe not. Maybe straight down from here. But yeah, so I mean, I guess it does depend a lot on what the Fed decides to do. Whether when they're going to step in and when they're going to start buying. But I mean, Tesla's fully overextended anyway. So yeah, so I reckon this will just look exactly the same chart that the 2017-2018 Bitcoin chart looked like. So yeah, that's something to look at. Beyond Meat was another one that I was looking at, similar to the Bitcoin chart, but it doesn't really have enough history, to be honest. So it's obviously with it IPOing whenever it IPO'd in May last year. But yeah, so I mean, that's my main thing I wanted to say. I mean, I do worry for Bitcoin and how it is holding up, because I do worry that it is going to get smashed eventually, and I don't really see that. We're quite close to 9,200, and we've been hovering around this area a lot of the day. So I don't see, if we do basically break 9,200, we're still going to have a big snapback rally when we've got so much uncertainty in the wider markets. That is my only concern. And then also gold and silver are getting hammered as well. Silver is literally back under $18, which is insane. To say that gold is still at 1640, but with this massive sell-off, gold has been getting weaker today as well. So yeah, there was actually a big massive, I think it was like a 3 billion, maybe 3 billion or 3 million, or 30 million. It was something along the, it was a big amount of paper contracts were sold on the COMEX to trigger stops out of hours. If we have a look, but we can't actually, I can't, let me just see. 1 second. It was yes, it was about 6 o'clock yesterday evening. They decided to hammer, and obviously bear in mind 6 o'clock this evening. It's after trading hours. So so there's a lot of fakery going on in the market at the moment. But I am actually an accumulator of physical silver. So it's not necessarily a trade for me. It is an insurance policy. So these lower silver prices, I mean, I don't want silver to start making a move up. I just want to be able to keep accumulating like I do pretty much every week, for as long as I can at reasonable prices before anything potentially hits the fan and that price skyrockets, like a lot of other precious metals actually have so far. If you look at palladium, it's been going a bit crazy, and even gold has been going, for the actual volatility and price movements in gold. It's been moving quite a lot. I mean, the 4 day move in gold that we've had recently to 16, nearly 1690 was a 4 standard deviation move in gold. So I mean, if you know what that means it is an incredibly large move for that asset, something very like unlikely to happen, but it happens. But yeah, silver literally just back under $18 now, which yeah, like I said, it's crazy, but silver's not a trade for me really. It's a hedge against everything. The longer I can buy it at the prices I can buy it at, the better, basically. So that is fine. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Yeah, obviously I hope you guys are doing okay in any other sort of financial assets you may have, any stocks that you might have, any accounts. I mean, you've obviously done well over the past year or so anyway, so you are going to get down days, but I mean, I don't really know what's going to happen with this, with obviously what's the virus that's going around. So yeah, but I do worry for Bitcoin being able to hold up. I sense that it's going to have a bit of a capitulation move, to be honest. I mean, 8,500 area is obviously a minimum, and then it's a case of whether we do get enough buying pressure there, or whether they do try and soak up buying pressure there and then force it through to blow those stops. So you never know. I mean, you just got to look at these precious metal markets to know that there's some big players out there that can do some big things to big markets, and Bitcoin is a tiny market. So yeah, you just always have to be cognizant of that fact. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Sorry if I did ramble on a bit there. Yeah, I'll have another few videos coming tomorrow morning. I'm going to start doing the Forex ones more regularly, because I think obviously trading Forex is a pretty big market for people trading Forex. So yeah, remember, not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Yeah, always consult a financial advisor before you make any decisions. And yeah, wow, silver's getting absolutely hammered now, and gold. Now, what time is it now? Yeah, it's not the same time they hammered it the last time, but it is not far off. It's not far off the same time. Yeah, it's interesting times, guys. Interesting times. Right, I'll speak to you guys in the morning.